iPhone season is here. That means brand new cases are here as well. We got cases from Ringke. These are all for the 13 Pro Max, but every case you see today will be available for the Mini, the 13, the 13 Pro, as well as, of course, the Pro Max I have here. We have 7 cases here to check out today. A shout out to Ringke. They did send these to me to review, but not a paid review. You will see this before they do. Again, 7 cases. And prices vary anywhere from $9 to $14 on these cases. We're going to start with the Onyx case here. This was one of my favorite cases that I had last year on here. So very unique and cool case, right? Now, these are all going to be flexible for the most part. I'll show you the ones that are a little more rigid, but the Onyx is pretty flexible. We do have this button here that covers your phone button, so you do have some added protection there, and I'll show you the clickiness of this button as we get into the video. We do got some branding here from Ringke, and on the inside we do have that nice smooth texture to protect your phone. It's not microfiber, it is just a silicone texture on here that will protect your phone from scratching. You do have some sort of grip on the sides here to stop it from moving around. We do have these bumps on the back of the case, that huge camera bump to give you some added protection. Let's just throw this guy in actually and check it out and see what kind of fit we get on these. So you can see a very nice fit, all precise cutouts here on the bottom. Your speaker ports are precisely cut out. Your lightning port the same. And these buttons are very clicky still. And of course the cutout for your mute switch right there. And you do have, it looks like a 1mm lip around here. And then maybe a slightly bigger lip around the bottom and the top. So you can see it changes right in the middle. It's kind of a smaller lip. And on the top and the bottom, it is more of a raised lip. So you're going to get a little more protection when you drop this. Hopefully you don't. I still recommend getting a tempered glass screen protector. But very nice. You do have a lot of protection here around your camera bump. And the cameras are one of the main improvements on this phone. So you're going to want to protect that. And I think that's a very good thing. So the Onyx, pretty dope case. Does go on and off pretty easy. Not bad at all. So we're going to put the Onyx to the side right now. And the next case we have that we are going to try out, it's just called the Air, right? It's just a silicone case right here. This is probably their cheapest version of cases for their lineup, but it's a clear case, so you're going to be able to see the color of your phone. And we'll throw it in so you can check it out. And it's got a nice grip to it. A nice feel to it. It's that typical silicone feel, right? But as you can see, you can still see that beautiful graphite color on here. You still get that same raised protection on your camera bumps. Now, no physical buttons here. It is part of the case that covers your buttons, but the branding here on the side, the same cutouts here, and on the bottom, of course, you will get. And of course, the cutouts here on the bottom. This looks like it's for a lanyard. So it looks like you can put a lanyard on here and just have some extra ability to carry this thing around. Your precise cutouts here for your mute, and then your volume up and down. Very nice case. I do like this. Very simple and clean, but it allows you to keep that color, right? We all want a nice color on our phones. So sometimes, you know, you want to show it off. And that's why a lot of us don't use cases sometimes. You just want to keep that color. You want to show that color off. So very nice. Again, the Air case right here. Now, inside all of these, you are going to get a little pamphlet here from Ringke, and it's going to tell you about the bezel styling. This is a catalog. You can go on and check out some more of their products. And again, I'll have all of their product links below, guys. Now, the next case we are going to try out here is a navy Onyx case, but there is no same case as the black one you saw here without that graffiti on the back. But you're going to get the same buttons here on the side, that same texture on the sides, the branding, the cutouts for the lanyards, the cutouts all here on the bottom, all the same as the previous case that I did show you. And again, we'll try the fit out on here. And the same camera protection, which I love the camera protection on here. And there is a little texture on here. It's not a smooth back, but we do get those 3 raised bumps in case it drops and falls. It will give you a little bit more of protection, but you do have a little grippiness back here and on the sides, which I do like. They did put some thought into that to give you a little more grip. I don't know about you guys, but I always accidentally turn on my flashlight. I do it all the time. I don't know what it is about the way I hold my phones. I'm always turning on the flashlight. Now, the next case we are going to check out, this is the Air S case. So very similar to the clear case that I showed you, but a matte black finish on here. And as simple as this case is, this will be the case that I use moving forward, because there's nothing better for me than matte black, right? You guys know, if you follow the channel, I love matte black. And if you don't follow the channel, what are you doing? Hit that like button. A sub would be appreciated. On the inside, it even says Air S case, soft feeling coating. So very nice and soft. They're right. Doesn't feel like cheap plastic. It just feels very soft. So I like it. So let's throw this one in and we'll check out this case right here. So you're going to get that same protection, that lip, right? On the bottom and the top, it does get a little higher on the bottom and the top to protect your display. Those cutouts there, those buttons, these are actually part of the case, not the metal part of the case like on the Onyx versions. And the cutouts on the bottom, very precise, very clean, and very nice. I do like the feel of this case. It does feel soft, right? And these iPhones are heavy. The new iPhones are heavy. They're hard to hold sometimes. I love the square design, but they are a heavy and bulky phone. But you're getting a trade-off with fantastic battery life, so I don't have any issues with that, to be honest with you. So a very dope case here. I like this case a lot. We'll go back and forth between this and, of course, the Onyx case. Those are definitely my favorite. Now, the next case we're going to check out, this is the Fusion X case right here. And we got some paperwork in here. Let's get that out of there. Now, some of these cases, you can see it has a protective film to protect these cases with. Now, on some of these I have been using, so I actually have already removed. There was a plastic film on here, but I do believe I have some film on another case, and I will show you what that looks like and how to take it off. So you can see, very cool design on here, different, right? This is going to give you a bit more protection than the other cases will. We do have some plastic built into this case and some cutouts on here, some very unique designs and style on these cases. That same huge camera bump to give you that protection. The buttons here, FX on here. I like the design, pretty cool. I do like it. And overall, not a bad looking case. Let's throw it in and see how it looks on the phone though. So we do get a nice fit. That same bump, right? That same lip over the front, higher on the top, higher on the bottom, and then kind of smooth, a little bit of protection down the middle. Now these camera bumps on here, or not the camera bumps, but the cutouts on here. You can see the cutout for the mute switch, the buttons for the volume up and down. They do work very well. Not very clickable, but it does work. It is easy to push. You do have some protection here on the corners. As you can see, the added protection on the corners of this phone. So these definitely will give you some more protection. I got the lanyard cutouts here, and overall a pretty cool looking case, right? Different style. It's got some style to it. You know, a lot of people like to show off, and well, I don't want to say show off, but a lot of people like to show their style, and this will give you that. So a very cool looking case here. I'm more of a laid back kind of mellow guy, so I'm not too flashy, so I might not use this case too much, but I do actually kind of like it. If it was a different color, I probably wouldn't, but the black color and some of that yellowish green in there, I do like the color on there. I think it's pretty nice. Now, the next case we are going to try out, this case right here is also the Fusion X, but I did leave the films on here, so we're going to peel these films off so you guys can see. They do that so it doesn't scratch when it ships, right? We peel off. It is on both sides, and this is very similar to the case I just showed you, but without the design. So if you like the case, but you don't like the actual branding and design of the logos on the case, then this would be the case you would want to go with. So exactly the same case without the logos on there. Again, we'll throw this in. And it's pretty much exactly the same all around. So I'm not going to go too much into this case. I just went over this exact case just with all of this background noise on here. Whether you like it or you don't, if you like something a little more simple, then this would be the case that you would want to go with. Now let's take this off and we'll check out the last case that we have here in the studio. So the last case we do have here is the Fusion Magnetic, and you can see here, this is so you can charge this up with your Apple product, of course, with MagSafe. So very unique looking case. This is to protect your case from getting hot, to protect it from melting, to protect it from just getting damaged and causing a big problem. If you start to use this for charging, this will give you some added protection and it will definitely charge. Now, this is going to be very similar though to this case, except for there's a little matte finish on here, a little frosted finish on the back of here, and it is a little more rigid, right? It's not as flexible as this. I can't even bend it like this. So it is clear, but it is different. This is more of a hard plastic with a frosted matte finish on the back of it compared to this clear silicone transparent case on here. But you're going to get that same, everything else is basically the same. The buttons on here, the cutouts are all the same, and this extra lip. I love this lip that they gave us this year on this camera bump with the bigger camera on the new iPhones. I think it's great. Now, some people might love this, some people might not like this, but for me, I'm not a fan of something like this on the back of my phone, but some people, I'm sure, do not care at all, right? So overall, look, Ringke got some dope cases. They always make some dope cases, and I'm a big fan of the cases and what they're doing, right? Because the price on these cases is very affordable compared to some of the other cases that are out there. So a lot of cases here, guys, from Ringke. And again, shout out to Ringke for sending these over. That's it, guys. I'll be back soon with more. Peace.